So it's like 11:30 at night, and I am just scrolling through the internet just trying to figure out like what the best kind of gaming tech there is. And let's just say this, I have somehow found one that is not only cool, it competes with Final Mouse, it's also somewhat reasonably priced. It's really not, it's actually kind of expensive, but let's check it out. This is by pwnage. pwnage. I don't really know how you actually say it. This is it. It's called the pwnage times the BLG Valorant Stormbreaker. I mean, let's just go through the images real quick. This looks very similar to a Final Mouse. I will say though that the design of it towards like the palm is rather high, and it's definitely flared out more towards this side, but it looks pretty identical to a Final Mouse. Now, I mean, take a look at this. So this is what a Final Mouse looks like. It's a magnesium shelled mouse, not really like anything special. It's super light and it does the trick, but it's you can't get this mouse for less than like $220. Experience the world's most exotic and cutting edge wireless gaming mouse. So this is made out of premium magnesium, same thing as a Final Mouse. And I also want to state this too before I carry on. I know anybody who watches these videos, anytime I talk about a mouse, I always compare them to Final Mouse, and it's mainly because Final Mouse is such a hype beast type of brand that realistically all their products haven't been disappointing at all. Anyways, customizable sensor position, so maximum precision, blah 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 blah. Same old things that any other mouse would have. Ultralight, high strength, low density, blah 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 blah. Yep. Now you can get a collector's edition. So now I get it. So the editions are, you can get a standard mouse, the Stormbreaker, for $179. Or you can get the collector's edition. So this is the mouse Stormbreaker, glass skates blue, mousepad Vortex, and a graphics card limited edition. Wait, what? You get a graphics card? This is all in a pack for $199? That doesn't make any sense. I think maybe it's a graphics card, like an update thing for the mouse, not necessarily anything else. So this is neat. So you get the grip. So let's go back to this guy here. Show grip buttons, show side grips. So we're gonna go to this guy. Whatever, this looks like a, oh, so it's gold. Plus $10. Ew. What the f... Who came up with this design? So they're literally hitting pretty much the most important hit points of your hand. You can see there's nothing on the palm. That's one thing I never understood with the Cape Town, is that they did skins for the palm. The black looks a lot cleaner. This mouse definitely could be a different color for sure, but I honestly, I totally understand it's a Valorant edition, so it's going to be the color. So the feet. This is something that's really dumb because truthfully, do you ever look at these feet on the bottom of your mouse? Probably not. Do you care about them? No. You care about the actual mouse. So it's in white, you have red, you have glass black is $20. All this is $20. Glass red is $20. Glass red trim on black is $20. What the hell? Listen, respectfully, if you guys watch this video enough, I'll kit this thing out and I will buy it and I'll give it away to one of you guys. But who is going to spend $20 on freaking gliders? Anyways, let's just pick that one. It matches the best. A gold, dude, this, I'm sorry, but this thing looks freaking hideous. $230. Oh, because I had the collector's edition. Okay, let's just do the standard. Wow, $208. So this you can actually watch the mouse get made. That's actually very cool. So here's the biggest thing. It's the world's lightest wireless ergo gaming mouse. So ergo meaning ergodynamic. It's better for like the way you hold the mouse. So I had to do a bit of research because this is 312 cubic centimeters of the total volume of the gaming mouse, which, believe it or not, is actually quite small. So this is measured using the metric system. For my people and myself in the US, we use the imperial system. So roughly it's a 5x3x2, just to round it off. But now I'm kind of curious to see what size the Final Mouse is. So let's go ahead and measure that. Okay, I'm really sorry, it's the next day. I haven't made the bed or anything. But since Final Mouse doesn't really give a whole lot of dimensions on, or info, except for the weight and the details of it being the materials used, let's go ahead and just try and figure out what the dimensions are. So firstly, the length is 5 inches. So this is 4 3/4 of an inch. So that one's actually a little bit bigger. This is 2.5 inches wide, and the width is 2.6, so roughly the same. But then the height, this one says it's actually less than 1.5 inches. So that one's 1.6 inches. So a little bit more of an increase in the palm. So this one's actually better and more ergonomic than the Final Mouse. Makes sense. Total weight is 50 Gs. 50 grams. This was 46, I think. So it's still respectfully a very light mouse. Average density of mouse gaming, 0.3 grams for every cubic centimeter. Oh, and the cubic density is 0.16. Well, yeah, that's what happens when you hollow it out. So one thing I'm noticing about this is that I think you have access to take this apart and clean it. This is saying offering 14% of throughput, speed, and accuracy, and reduces path deviation while aiming up to 23%. Custom engraving. Unique limited edition engraving to the mouse. 100% PTFE or glass skates. So 50 million clicks. Adjustable LOD. I honestly don't even know what LOD is. Okay, yeah, I have no idea what that is. It's probably like the sensor size. This is where research strikes me again. So LOD essentially stands for level of detail in computer graphics in 3D modeling. Essentially, this is saying the smaller it is, the better. But maximum DPI, why do you need 26,000 as a DPI? That's just dumb. Okay, here's something that would benefit you and I. Office battery life, 120 hours. That's fairly decent. Gaming battery life is 60 hours. That's not the best. Full recharge is 2 hours. That's good. Well, the maximum polling rate here is 4,000. So peripheral lace. I mean, this literally has every single detail to it. Holy crap. Oh, I find it kind of funny here. Wow. So this actually is better than the Logitech G Pro X Superlight. That's the one I had. Best end-to-end latency in the box. So you get grips. Awesome. You get bigger grips. You get USB receiver and pyramid. That's actually a really cool receiver. A USB Type-C cable. Cool. And then if you get the collector's edition box. I mean, this is very, very cool. Oh, it looks way better in person. That's actually really cool. Here's the deal. If this specific video, which will go out probably 14th or whichever the next weekend is. Let me check this out. It will be the weekend of the 12th. If this video, by the time it's live, Saturday the 12th, if this video gets 100 likes, I will purchase the Founders Edition and review it on here. And then give it away to you guys. Let me know in the comments down below if you're a fan of Valorant. If you even would like to see me have this mouse to review it, package it up, leave me a good note, send it off to you, and then you get a free package. So let me know in the comments down below. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, subscribe, and I will see you hopefully by the time this thing comes in.